Good morning and welcome back. This morning I am sharing my morning routine alone with 3 kids, 5 and under. My husband works away, he's gone for 9 days at a time, so on most of our mornings it's just me and the 3 little ones getting up, getting ready and getting my oldest to school. So stick around and I'd love to know what you think of this kind of content. Pretty much always been a morning person, and pre-kids when I was working full-time I would get up at 5 and do my workout, go to the gym or go for a walk, but these days I do try and still wake up between 5 and 6, but it's just to get a little bit of time in for myself. So sometimes I watch a YouTube video or read a bit. I'm reading a mystery series here on my Kindle, and if I'm feeling motivated I will try and get up and get ready before the kids hop up, but that does not always happen. It really depends on how I'm feeling and how the night with the kids has gone. On this particular night I think each of the older 2 woke me up once. The baby slept through, go figure. So I was not feeling like I really wanted to bounce out of bed just yet. At about 6 a.m. I did get up and go and throw my clothes on, wash my face and brush my teeth in anticipation of the kids. I could hear them downstairs already. They are not allowed to come upstairs and start the day until 6:15, but they'll often be up and playing or reading books downstairs before that. The baby's still in his cot, but the older 2 can be in the playroom downstairs until the sun comes up on their Yotta player screen and they know that it is time to start the day. I have found that having these basics done, having my teeth brushed and hair brushed and clothes on makes a big difference, because I'm not really worrying about getting myself ready while I'm doing everything for them. If I get time to come back in and throw a bit of makeup on and make myself look a little bit more presentable later on, then that's a bonus. But at least if these basics are done, I know that I just have to concentrate on getting them ready and getting them out the door. And if you have small kids, you know that the mornings can often be a complete battle. So it's one thing that does make the morning more efficient. Okay, can hear some children. So it is time to head downstairs and get people up and ready for the day. Go to the bathroom and we'll take your napkin off and you can go to the toilet. Good morning. Hello, Johnny boy. Did you have a good sleep? Yeah, I'm not that impressed. Okay. Get you up.
Oh, striped shirt.
Striped shirt?
Yeah, striped shirt. I got it.
And what else does he need?
He made them shorts.
I think he's got stripy shorts too. Have a look for some stripy shorts.
He do.
Oh,
There.
cool. Okay, can you bring them to the laundry for me so I can get him dressed?
Yes.
Thank you.
I put.
Awesome, thanks buddy. Oh, you do not sound very good this morning. That cough? Catch your cough. After getting both boys dressed, it's time to wake up little miss, who is having a bit of a sleep-in day and was not that much of a fan of getting out of bed and having to get dressed and everything. So once she's been persuaded, then we can all move on upstairs. Gonna go upstairs and make her breakfast. A bit uninspired for breakfast this morning. I'll have to have a look what I've got. Oh, and here's the pile of washing that I need to put away today. It's mostly nappies. Mostly nappies, isn't it? Yeah. From you. So this morning I decided that it was just going to be a cereal morning. It's not my favorite thing because it's pretty low on the protein stakes, and we do try and emphasize protein at breakfast, but sometimes this is just the way it goes. So Freddie insists on making his own wheat bix. Violet is having a granola that has lots of nuts and seeds, and I do Lincoln some hot wheat bix, which, if you ask me, is kind of disgusting, but he loves it. I'm finding that doing Violet's hair at the breakfast table is another way of ticking something off the list. She is sitting quietly while she eats, and she's less inclined to argue about what's going on with her hair. particularly on mornings like this one when she's brought her Yoto player upstairs and she's fully absorbed in listening to an audiobook. I am definitely a make your bed every day sort of person, but I will admit there are days where it doesn't happen in the morning at all. So I was glad to get that done this morning. I just feel like it's setting myself up for a much nicer day if I have a ready-made bed waiting for me. Love to know in the comments if you're a person who believes in the whole make your bed every day system, or are you somebody who just doesn't care and you're happy to just let it go for the day until it's time to get into bed again. For you, and the lunchbox and snack box for Violet. Well, that's not what you're supposed to do. You finished eating?
Well, I want to do my exercise.
Well, I just don't want things spilling, that's all.
I'm finished. I'm finished.
Okay, go wash your hands and face. And if you come to me, I'll take your smock off.
And where the food go?
The food comes over here to the kitchen. So while the kids finish their breakfast, I am prepping the lunch boxes for the day. Violet takes lunch and a snack to school. And I have found that often prepping a lunchbox for the boys, even though they're home with me, is a more efficient way than getting everything out again later in the day. So with the lunch boxes, we attempt to do something that is protein based. I've got some homemade waffles here that are made with a lot of Greek yogurt, which we eat a lot of for a source of protein. Then we've got some strawberries, some mini croissants. I'm having a rummage for what cut veggies I've got this week. Violet will often take half an avocado to eat, which is delicious as well as really healthy. But lunch boxes can be a bit of a mix of things day to day.
I didn't want to keep
Well, I thought you wanted some toothpaste on it. Violet, there's yours. Get brushing.
I'll open it.
Okay, you open it. And then it's sunscreen.
This. I need a little bit, please.
The main bathroom with all the kids' stuff is actually downstairs, and our kitchen and living area is upstairs. So we have this little caddy that we call our get ready box that lives in the bottom of the kitchen pantry. It's got all the hair stuff, the toothbrushes, sunscreen, everything we need to get out the door. And so we can get ourselves ready upstairs and then head out. Or we have, the equivalent downstairs to do that if we happen to be down there. The kids have a go with their own teeth, and then I have a turn, and then they are getting their sunscreen on. We use a roller that we can refill with our own, and that's the quickest and most effective way to make sure they're properly covered in sunscreen. It is summer here in Australia, and we are having an absolute scorcher, so sunscreen is a non-negotiable. As always, any mealtime with kids involves a massive amount of cleanup, and today was no exception. And with Weet-Bix, I think the trick is to get to it quickly before it dries and develops the consistency of cement. So I'm just wiping down the tables and the benches and then picking up any splotches off the floor. I'll run the robot vacuum later, which will get any crumbs that have been left, and then getting Lincoln out and setting him off to join the others. At some point, Freddie and Violet had a bit of a tiff and he needed a bit of comfort. So these little things are always part and parcel of anything else that's going on. I will say that the morning that we filmed happened to be a particularly smooth morning for us, and I noticed that at the time. Whereas sitting here and editing this after an absolute horror show of a morning, it reminds me, how wildly variable things can be depending on people's moods. So on this morning, after they had had their breakfast, the big kids are ready. They've got teeth, hair, and sunscreen done, and there's time for them to go and play, and they're happy in the living room playing with the magnetic tiles for a bit. While I wash the dishes and load the dishwasher, I do try to leave the kitchen clean when we leave for school, but it doesn't always happen, obviously.
Right, ready? Then I have to make ice cream. Okay, then after they all finish. Okay, after they're finished, that's the grape. This is the grape. I don't care, Linky makes things.
If anyone could enlighten me as to why the designers of the stocky Trip Trap high chair made the tray the most difficult thing to clean in the universe, that would be great. While the kids are happy with the towels, I'm going to sneak back into the bathroom, and inevitably at least one of them will follow me, but that is okay, and just throw on a little bit of makeup. I am using just a BB cream, making sure I am absolutely lathered with sunscreen myself, and then just trying to add a little bit more colour to my face, trying to pretend I've had more sleep than I have, and always fill in my eyebrows. Like, I feel like that makes the biggest difference. And yes, I realise when I'm filming that a low angle is flattering to no one, but this is a realistic morning and this is what I could manage at the time, which was just sticking my camera on the bench and hoping for the best. Now with everybody pretty much ready, it's time to get everybody downstairs and start herding them towards the car, which is like herding cats. To go yet. When we come home and then we go out again, you'll have your lunchbox.
Yay!
Put things in your bag, please.
I'll get my bag.
You don't need your bag, but you do probably need, we don't need Crocs on because you're going to get out of the car. Violet does. The kids' hats and bags and shoes all live in the hall cupboard, which is right opposite the entrance to the garage, so they're easy for them to grab on the way out. We just have to remember to bring lunch boxes and drink bottles downstairs in the kitchen. And I'm just checking to make sure that I've got sunglasses and my own drink bottle for the drive. So Violet's school gate opens at 8 and the kids have to be there before 8:30, and I find that I have to set an alarm on my phone for 7:40 to get everybody moving downstairs and getting loaded up in the car, because I think I had in my head that loading 3 kids to get to school would take as much time as loading 1 kid or 2 kids, and it just has multiplied exponentially. So giving myself a nice buffer so that hopefully we can at least leave the house by 8 and she gets time in the playground before school, which is something that is really important to her. Right, let's hit the road. Okay. That's your hot lollipop. Come on. Can you see if your pink hat's at school and you see if you can find it? Okay. Have a good day. Love you. Good job. And go swimming, okay? Bye. Go home with you two and put Linky to bed, and we've got some jobs to get on with, okay, Freddie? Linky's gonna go to bed. Freddie Bear is gonna go to the bathroom, and then you can go play upstairs and build some tiles. So tucking Lincoln back into his bed for his morning nap sort of marks the end of my morning routine. And I really hope that you have enjoyed following along with us. As I said, not every morning runs this smoothly. We have some absolute shockers. But I would really love to know if this sort of content is something that you'd like to see more of from me. I know I really love to watch other people's experience of motherhood. So stick around, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Yeah, I thought so. Come on, I'll help you. I don't need